Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We are hoping to have this night tonight at the end of the regular season here. I am Jeremy Burden, along with the talented Rombach brothers, Nick and Bob. And we are in the gym, the Grantsburg gym, where Grantsburg kind of had themselves a little small break there. We finished the season last week in Frederick, and they got to stay in limbo mainly for his Tuesday night, because Tuesday, that's when the playoffs started, and Grantsburg getting the first round bye, and that led them to tonight here, home matchup against the Amery Warriors. The Warriors were victorious here Tuesday night against Cumberland, which has now brought them into Grantsburg. So the excitement that we've had this season with the Grantsburg volleyball team, obviously the big duo with Webster, co-conference champions there. We went up there, Webster took care of business, their home turf, and Grantsburg needed to do what they did on their home turf here. And all that does not matter now. Put that aside, it got us to this point, as we will see how Grantsburg does against the Warriors here in Frederick. Like I said, when they finished up their regular season, they took Frederick 3-0, but Grantsburg looked good. I'm not saying that they weren't looking good before, but for end of the season there, they look good. There are some things to work on. I felt like the back row, nothing against the back row, it's been rock solid, but we did shank a few backwards there, but obviously we had some big hits up at the net. Obviously Ringo getting a few like she does, and obviously Selah along with the Olsen sisters. So we will see how it goes here tonight. I look forward to the matchup. Like I said, it just seems kind of in limbo with no weekend tournaments. To kind of talk about that, Grantsburg winning the tournament in Cumberland here 2 weekends ago. So like I said, after the Frederick match, they've kind of had themselves just a little practice run here, and we'll see how they can go and get things going. Amery, I don't have how they finished up the season. I think they were kind of in the middle of the pack, but like I said, they were victorious against Cumberland here the other night to bring them to Grantsburg. But put all that aside, what's the most important thing about tonight, Nick? It's the zoom my face and see what I'm thinking here, right? We changed the name so many times. Obviously, we'll have that between set 2 and 3. Maybe some teasers in between. It all depends on what Nick Rombach wants to do. He's very talented on the camera, and we're looking for an exciting night here in Grantsburg. And I know Bob's going to have to allude to this, but the football team, we'll kind of do our plug early here, Bob. The football team, I know you don't have your, not to put you on the spot like this right away, but I want to make sure we get the chance to talk about the football team who went undefeated for Peton as conference champs, and they have to host, just slipped me, Laconia, who Laconia has to travel from the deep south end of Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's more the southeastern part. They're only like an hour and a half from like Milwaukee, up Lake Michigan over there. So, yeah, I just talked to Coach Hale. We just filmed Coach's Corner. So they are leaving school tomorrow. Actually, they might have already left on their way here. I'm just kidding. They're leaving school tomorrow at 10 in the morning, and so.
It's like, why would you even do school?
Have some breakfast at the school.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And then hop on the bus.
Shake some hands, couple high fives, and let's hit the road, Yeah.
So Laconia, it's an interesting matchup because, I don't know how in-depth you want to go here, but they're 2-7, which under normal circumstances are the previous, playoff.
Because didn't you have to win like 5 games? And she made it!
Colleen made it up. You guys got it through it. Good job, Zach.
Good job.
Colleen. Great.
Yeah. We had tough time with the handicap elevator.
Yeah. Anyway, so Laconia, they're 2-7, but their conference is just stacked. St. Mary's Springs, Lamira, who is the state champs.
Yep.
They're the ones who beat us last year. Mayville, who's the number 1 seed. It's like 5 of their 7 losses.
Competitive.
So it's not don't look too much into that. Now, that being said, Grantsburg is in that echelon of the teams that beat them. You know, the St. Mary Springs, the Mayville, they're the number one seed. In fact, they're the number one team, ranked team in Division 5, with Grantsburg is. So, but you can't take any of these.
No.
Guys. Last year, there was an upset of 8 over a 1, so you just have to play every game.
Well, and we see that, and you know, we're not taking nothing away from the volleyball matchup here tonight.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to get to that, but and I can't remember it, but that 8 seed went all the way to the game before state. I mean, the game right before going to the big show.
Wonder if somebody just got healthy or something right in time.
I mean, it's exciting to see. You know, like we talked about in volleyball, you had a great season. Well, now that's behind you.
Yeah.
Right? We can't dwell on that we're 9-0 and everything like that. And that's kind of like these Grantsburg volleyball. They, you know, their one loss was Webster.
Yeah.
And I mentioned before, Webster handled them well, but then we saw what Grantsburg was able to do when Webster came here and hold their own, and that's what you want to have in conference play. Is Grantsburg's been rock solid coming towards playoff time, and we will get set here to do the national anthem, and we will get volleyball action going. All right, nice job there by Renee Ringo singing the national anthem for us once again. Yeah, like right before the national anthem, we're talking about, you know, for the Grantsburg volleyball squad. And, you know, let's just face it, Bob and Nick, I'm not trying to be mean, but when you have girls sports, you're going to have a little bit different bumps in the road than you would in boys sports, guys sports here, right? You know what I mean? And that's one thing Grantsburg's been able to overcome some adversity, not only on the court, but maybe some light behind the scenes stuff here that really had nothing to do with volleyball, but, you know, being teenage girls, right? And they've done well with that. I'm not ripping on that at all. Like I said, a time to get hot is coming in towards the end of your season, going into the playoffs, and that's exactly what Grantsburg's done here. And I think what really solidified that is going to Cumberland and taking care of business in that tournament. And we are starting out here with Amery as number 2, Kaylee Anderson, number 3, Josie Maxson, number 10, Miley Brotzel, number 11, Kaylee Wilson, and number 18, Krista Marquis. And we will see number 20, Kylie Meyer. And we will have the libero, number 6, Jenna Van Someren. And now we will kick it over to the team that's been rolling here towards the end is number 4, Sayla Przinski, along with number 7, Megan Harmon, and number 9, Piper Olson. And we will have number 13, Ruby Ringo. And we will have number 22, Lee Henderson. And then we will have number 28, Nora Bielen. And then the libero, Eden Berkman. So no surprises there with the starting lineup. That's what Coach Deb Allman Johnson has gone with here most of the season. And obviously Amery is coached by Lisa Marquis. So we will get underway here. Like I said, Amery already having a victory in the playoff bracket. Mentioned that with Cumberland. Grantsburg taking a little seat in the back, waiting for tonight, and they're going to get one at home here. And the beauty part about how this bracket kind of comes into play, I think if I remember correctly, if Grantsburg rolls and feels good about themselves, there is a chance they could cross paths with Unity, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I don't have the full bracket in front of me, but I do have the bracket up on the screen. Of course, Amery, 3 set winners over Cumberland. They'll take on the winner of Arcadia and Elk Mound, whoever wins this one, and that'll be on Saturday at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if Grantsburg were victorious, do we get another one? Do we get another one here? Don't know yet. We'll just see Bob, who works so well behind the scenes there to give us the info we need. We'll see, but it doesn't matter because tonight, Thursday night, on October 23rd, I believe. Absolutely, on a cool I had to look, Nick. I had to look. I got a couple family members. It's their birthday today, so shout out to them. Auntie Pam, Sheldon Olson, that sort of thing. You know, that's how you fill the air, Nick. You just start giving birthday wishes here, type of deal. No, they not even close, you know. But oh boy.
Next Thursday.
Oh boy, Unity could cross paths, but we got to take care of business, and we're underway as Piper Olson firing one over. Now here comes Anderson over to Miley. Now Harmon setting one in, going to Piper. She two hands her right there. Oh, little confusion there. Miley now Callie. Now here we come with Lely with the smack there, but Amery's able to dig it out. Josie Maxon. And Maxon able to go OB off the team in white, which would be the Grantsburg Pirates. And then now we will see Maxon back to serve. She floats one. Lely popping it up to Meg. Meg with that one-hander. Salick gets it over. Now Amery's got one to work with here. Anderson now coming in the middle. And that is number 11, Wilson. So like I said, we've seen it before. Not saying that Grantsburg's in trouble, but they haven't played since last Thursday, so we got to knock off a little bit of rust. As Przinski now to Harmon, now coming in on the outside. Piper, flat tire up there, who wants it? Yep. As the Warriors, Maxon goes flat tire, and Eden Berkman will be back to serve it here for the Pirates. And Berkman sends a good one over there, and yeah, 20 there. Kylie Meyer kind of went shank with it a little bit. And Grantsburg settling in early here to knock this one up 2 apiece. And Berkman has the whistle, and she'll send another one over there. And Anderson hunting it down. Who's she going to go with here? She's going to give it to number 11, Wilson. And Wilson goes along with it, and Berkman will keep it going here at the serving station. Berkman firing one over. Anderson. Now, kind of a 2 Warriors going after it there. Now Harmon, who's she going to give it to? Ringo! Oh! You want it, you feel it, you need it, and Ringo, there was no mistiming about that. I heard she's watched a few of these episodes and was wondering why Jeremy says, why am I mistiming? But Ruby Ringo showing her skills there as the Warriors now up to Anderson coming in over here as Miley going OB. So Warriors going a couple long distances there. Oh, did we get a tip there? I missed it. What's going on here? Should be our ball. No? Oh, I think, did you check the tip meter, Nick? Did it go up? You checked the guy in the blue. Well, don't tell people that's usually the tip meter. All right. Well, we had ourselves a tip. Warriors will get it back. And there, that one is out as Krista Marquis goes along with it there. And Sayla Przinski will have the ball. Przinski sending one. Now Marquis coming in over on the near side there to Trandom, and now the Pirates, they give it to Ringo. Oh, that's out of bounds. I would say, Ruby does solid in the middle there, right? That is the one thing. She's a big hitter, but we're starting to see a few of these games here, and it's nothing that she's doing wrong. She's trying to get creative because trying to use the area that she can as she goes OB. As we'll see Miley send one over as Bielen. Oh, wicked pass up to Kowalik. She's able to get it, a little give and go. And no, that's one's going to go in the net. So Grantsburg kind of doing the da-da-da-da-da-da. Can we get going? We're not quite sure yet. A couple good points running here as Miley now sends another one. Berkman, that's a tough pass to make as, Kowalik was like the fish at sea, caught up in the net there. So kind of on a little characteristic here at Grantsburg, doing a couple rough passes up to the setter there. Usually they have them pretty solid about that as Miley sends one over, and Przinski able to get it there. Now Ringo with the floater over, and there's a one-hander as Marquis, who's going to get it there, as Wilson does. Now here comes Ringo, partially blocked at the net, but able to power one through. And nothing different here with Grantsburg, as you will see Moore and Olson, Presley that is, coming in, and that only spells one thing. The Energizer Bunny will be back to serve. And we will see what Moore can do here. She's been, well, I'm not even going to say it. I get burned by it every time. Moore has her whistle, and she sends a good one over. Warriors now coming up here. Marquis, who's she going to set there? That is Trandom, and Trandom goes with the left hand. Did not see that coming. She kind of did one of those running left-handers there. And Kaylee Wilson will be back to serve here for the Warriors. And she, fires a good one. I thought that was net party, but not so much. As Ringo, that's a tip there. You could call that out or in, Rob, but that tip, I seen that with these blurry eyes for sure on the near side there. And the Pirates will get it back as we sit at 7-7. And Ruby Ringo will be back to serve in the front of the group of the pink. And she sends one over. Now here comes the Warriors coming in on the outside is Trandom, and there's Przinski with a good punch, one-hander, get up in the air. Ringo hits it over. Now who gets it there? Who wants it here? Miley with the little pusher over. Przinski's right there. Here comes Moore. Kind of line drive and everything, and they're not going to call Lely under the net. Not today. Not in playoffs. Here comes Ringo. She falls for it. Przinski's right there. Bielen's got to get a left-hander over. Nice job there by her. Now Miley. This is just a lot of two-hander, one-hander. Who's going to come in with the big hit? And I thought it was going to be there. Did you feel the build up there? And not so much. Bielen went into the net there. This Berkman will come back in, and Ringo will take a seat. And Callie Anderson will be back to serve it here for the Warriors. And she does a net tickler. Good pass to Moore. Now Moore going into Bielen. And Bielen is not quite getting the height of the net here. That's uncharacteristic of Nora Bielen. We need the Nora Bielen from Shell Lake at Shell Lake. 9-7 Warriors. Przinski and Moore has to fight and swing for it as the Warriors, Josie Maxon was there. And Coach Johnson not out of her seat yet, not thinking timeout. 10-7, Warriors on top. Anderson, now Przinski, kind of side shift hit. Now here comes Lely. Lely will send one over. Miley up to Anderson. Now Anderson, who's she going into in the middle there? That would be Maxon. Now here come the Pirates. Bielen with a two-hander. Now here comes Maxon giving it over to Marquis. Marquis will go long, but Przinski wanted to bite. She wanted a piece of it to make something go, but the wise decision of Sayla Przinski will now put the ball in Grantsburg's hands. And here comes Bielen sending one over. Now here comes Anderson. Now going over to Marquis, and Marquis will go into the net. Bielen sending one again. Anderson has to hunt it down. Who's she going to give it to here? She gives it to Maxon. Now the Pirates got one going here. Here comes Presley Olson. She fires a good one. Miley's right there. Now Anderson. Who's she going in the middle? She's going to Maxon again. Berkman. Now Moore. That's a good pass from Berkman. There's Sayla off balance hit, but she's able to get it over. Anderson now who wants it here? Oh, and Meyer will go into the net. Like I said, watching Grantsburg all season, we're not quite there. Like I said, a little bit of break. I don't know. I'm not sure. Playoffs could be. As Jenna now to Anderson. Anderson has to hit it over. Przinski, who wants it there? Lely in front. And that's a good swing, and that's a good block. Now here comes Olsen on the near side, two-hander. Jenna, Anderson. Now who does Anderson want? She wants Meyer. And we're getting ourselves a little back and forth here as Olsen able to get Marquis to bite. And that one will go OB. Pirates now pulling ahead here, 11-10. Like I said, just kind of not in a rhythm on either side yet, and good swing there by Bjellen. Anderson, we got to get it over here. Jenna does. Grantsburg's going to get one to work with. Good pass to Moore. Now here comes Przinski. And not a dominating power hit, but if you got to use the tools in front of you like the net, then go ahead. Przinski able to put one down. And timeout is called by the Warriors, and we will take a quick commercial break.
Everyone knows me as Maddie, but here, I'm Master Sergeant Hefner.
Can't stop this. Ha. So let's go.
This is my life in the Air National Guard.
You can't stop this never. Let's go.
At Burnett Medical Center, we understand that urology concerns can feel overwhelming. That's why we offer advanced surgical care with a personal touch, right here in your community. From kidney stones to prostate health, we're here to provide clear answers, expert treatment, and compassionate care every step of the way. Together, we'll help you move forward with comfort and confidence.
All right, coming out of commercial break, out of the timeout, Nora Bjellen has a whistle, sends one out of bounds. Couldn't get the Warriors to bite on that. And it will be number 20, Kylie Meyer, back to serve it here for the Warriors. Tight matchup here in the first set. Nobody's exploded out on anything yet. And Meyer up to Berkman. Now here comes Moore. Moore now going on the outside to Przinski. And Przinski, I'm just telling you, from the mez up here, when you see these gal players of Grantsburg, you watch them all season, when they get in the rhythm, like you just watched with Sayla Przinski, you just only know stuff's going to go down, and that's what happened there as Przinski, who has come on strong late up at the net on the top side, has been swinging well as Harmon sends one over. Miley now popping it to Anderson. Anderson has to get it over to Maxon. And Grantsburg's going to get one to work with here as we got ourselves a little trickery with Piper Olsen, but that's a good dive and play by Miley. And that's also a good play by the Warriors to get, what's that? Oh, we're sleeping. We're sleeping in the back row. Yes, hang on. Wake up. Wake up in the back there as they put one in the corner. Nice job there by the Warriors all the way around with Miley diving for that. As Maxon sends one over. Przinski to Harmon. Now going right back into Przinski. Blocked at the net. Able to dig it back out. Lely says, hey, I'm going to hit this over. Let's reset. Now here comes Marquis. And Marquis is blocked at the neck there. Now we're trying to go backside as Destiny snuck in on us. Now here comes Piper Olsen, and she will use the... Oh, and that's just flat. That's just flat by the Warriors. Come on now. Right? We've seen the Grantsburg Pirates swing hard, swing strong, but pop one up off the net. Well, if it works, it works. Berkman now back to serve it here for the Pirates. Sends a nice one over. Anderson gets a pass. Now she's bringing it over here. Oh, no. You can't go. Your backside, man, on the ladder. You didn't see your hand. That was clean. Uh-oh. Controversial. Let's see if the woman on the floor can override the man on the ladder.
Sayla definitely pancaked that one, but it's going to be tough to overrule, I think.
Oh, what did she walk over there and say, nice call? Come on. What's going on here? I mean, if you're going to walk across, stop the game, let's spice it up a little bit. Let's challenge it, but not so much, as Marquis sends it over. Now here comes Harmon, going right into Ringo, and Ringo not hitting that one clean. She's now the third player on Grantsburg's side to use the net. on their swing. And yeah, we got ourselves a slugfest here in set one of nothing clean, nothing crazy, nothing happy, but we're just pecking away here as Sayla sends one over. Now Miley, Jenna has to get it over here. Who's going to get it over? Trandom does. Now here comes Harmon. Oh, an offset there. Ringel gets it over. And Marquis has to get somebody out of the way. And Miley able to knock one down. Miley Brotzel, and I think if I can see here correctly, that might be the player that broke the three-point record for Amery in this gym, I believe. I'm not 110% sure, but she looks familiar as Bielen now hits one over, and good hustle there by Amery, and Miley able to knock one over. We're going to give that one to Amery there for their not giving up play, but yep, tip. That one goes out of bounds. So, folks, like I said, I think that's Miley Brotzel. I think her dad, I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up here.
By the way, Jeremy, I'm just replaying that great hustle play by Amery.
Oh, my gosh.
That was really good.
It was beautiful. You just don't give up here as Amery, they're dogfighting here against Grantsburg right now. As Moore sends one over. Jenna passing up to Marquis. Good pass. Now here comes Trandom. Blocked at the net, and Amery not able to dig that one out. Now we're flirting, getting close to that 20 mark. When we hit that 20 mark, doesn't matter what team it is, that's where things get interesting. As Moore with the floater. And a nice job there by the Energizer Bunny Moore as we caught Amery sleeping a little bit. They were still excited about the hustle play, and Jenna going shank there in front of Rob. And just like that, the momentum now in on Grantsburg's side, as you can see the girls starting to get fired up here a little bit. All it takes is, it doesn't even have to be anything exciting. I mean, Moore just dropping one in there. And Moore sending one as Jenna now up to Marquis. Marquis now going backside over there to Wilson. And Grantsburg coming in over here to Bielen. Bielen able to knock one off the Warriors. And Grantsburg starting to kind of stretch here a little bit, feeling like how they did towards the end of season. Moore sending one. Jenna now up to Marquis, now coming in over here on the near side to Meyer. Good dig out there by Przinski. Now here's Ringel. Now Miley, good pass up to Marquis. Marquis going topside to Trandom, and Moore able to pop one back. Now Przinski, who's going to get the swing? Bielen, she fires it over, but Jenna's right there. Marquis, offset, you're feeding. Man. Olsen got fed there. That's something you don't see too often, where a team will set the opposite team. But folks, you witnessed that right there tonight. And Olsen, who has done well hitting on this near side, I don't think she was quite ready. She couldn't get in the groove. Goes OB with her. And here comes Bielen. Now Moore coming over to Ringel. Ringel able to knock it off the Warriors there, but they're able to keep it going. And Berkman with the good scoop dig. Moore hunting it down. Bielen kind of mid-range there. She's able to get one. Oh, good hustle there by Miley, and good hustle there by Warriors altogether. But Moore says, not so fast. I may be short, but I can jump. And now here comes the Warriors on the near side. And they're able to knock it down, as that is Kylie Meyer. So I'll give that for the Warriors here tonight, folks. They're playing some gritty volleyball. You've seen a couple good plays by Miley there. And now here comes Wilson. Who's getting fed there? Yum, give me some. Kylie Meyer, she just got served up there. Yeah, well, we're just basically seeing you can't feed the Warriors at the net, that's for sure. And that's a good serve. They're kind of getting Bielen up in the neck region as Olsen, she'll go long. And we saw how Grantsburg had the momentum. Well, guess what? The Warriors are like, we'd like a little piece of that too, as they now sit down by 2 against the Pirates, 20-18. And Wilson will keep the serving going. Sends one over. Przinski. Now Moore. Now coming in over to Ringel. Not there. And we see, yep, there it is. We saw her sprawl back with a clipboard like, oh my goodness. And during that timeout, we will take a quick commercial break and be right back.
My career journey started at Northwood Technical College. I'm a business management graduate, and I'm proud of my education here. I transferred to a four-year college where I earned a bachelor's in management, then went on to law school. I'm now an attorney and chief operating officer of a sovereign nation wealth fund. I work remotely across the country providing business resources for 2 tribes. I chose to start my education at Northwood Tech because I could earn credits towards my bachelor's. All associate degrees have a 4-year path. Choose your path and experience success.
All right, folks, we are back out of that commercial break timeout. We'll see if Grantsburg can get something going here, but like I said, the Warriors are playing gritty here tonight. Kind of catching Grantsburg sleeping a little bit, but these passes ain't pristine as we've seen coming in the end of season. So we'll see what Coach Johnson served up here for the timeout as Moore. Now going to give it to Ringo, and Ringo hit that one coming down, was able to get one over. And we said it before, we don't care how we get them as long as we get them. And
that was a great play drawn up by Deb in the timeout. Just didn't connect quite, but got the point.
Yeah, you get a point, you give a point. I mean, that's what gets interesting about volleyball is, yeah, we're slugging this one out here, Nick and Bob, in this first set. So we'll see. We're flirting with that 25 mark here as Anderson will send it over. Berkman now to Moore. Moore now going over to Lely. Lely fires one over, but Miley diving for it, but going OB with her, and Grantsburg will get it back. And that'll put the ball in the hands of Nora Bielen. And we'll see what Nora can do here. She just, wow. Let's all sing the song. Hit the ball over the net. Yes, yes, yes. Hit the ball over the net. That's all we got to do here, ladies. Let's not get cute with it. That's 2 of them now that you're giving to Amery.
That was an awesome song.
Oh, thank you. I've been working on that all season. That's Brzezinski.
Now
now to Moore. Now to Henderson. Now Anderson's got to hunt it down. Now who are we going to give it here? Miley, she hits one over and gets one to fall.
Tie game.
And it is a tie game. And with that song, I sung it to you lightly to see what kind of reaction I get. Now we're going to get more aggressive. Hopefully the Pirates will hit it over the net. As Coach Johnson now calling another timeout. And we're going to keep going here to try to figure out, as Grantsburg, Bob had mentioned to it, you get to sleeping a little bit, right? You don't want to overlook any team that you play in the playoffs. But if you kind of rolling in here thinking, yeah, we got this one before it actually plays out, and like Bob said, that's how teams get beat, right?
Well, and this is, I mean, sometimes the opponent's beating you, but Amery's doing a nice job, but I don't think they're doing anything that's overwhelming Grantsburg right now.
No.
It just is like going through the motions, but I just saw Deb in the huddle there, got them. It's like, loosen up, have fun. This is a fun sport, you guys. Just quit being so tense out there, maybe.
And that's the other good thing that hasn't gone in on. Good thing there's not a mic into these huddles during the timeout, because sometimes they could be great, sometimes they could be colorful. As number 20, Meyer hits one over. Brzezinski, now Olsen. Well, the Warriors are going to get one to work with here. Good pass. Anderson, who does she want to feed here? She's going to give it to Maxon, and the Warriors not able to get it over as Olsen's up at the net. And we will see Harmon and Piper Olsen come in for Presley and Moore. And you hear, or you read Kaylee Moore's face there is, hey, we got this, 23-22. It's anybody's game here in this set. As Harmon sends a good one over. Now here comes Anderson. Now coming in over into the middle to number 25 as White gets it over as Destiny hustled, slid into the chairs, laid there for a little. She might have tied Deb's shoes. I didn't see her come out. I thought she was hurt. I'm glad she's okay. I'm glad she's not hurt. I was just wondering there as we're looking at set point here as Anderson now over to Miley. And Miley will go deep with her. And Grantsburg, I'll say that, they got away with one here. Not trying to rip on the Pirates, but there was nothing fabulous about that set here. So we'll see.
I think the way they come out in the second set will tell us a lot about this team, because that wasn't very good, but that last time out seemed to have sparked something for them. So we'll see. But before that, we're going to take a break. That's all right with you, Jeremy?
Oh, absolutely, Bob.
Okay,
it's a good break time.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit grantsburgtelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
All right, we are back, and we're just trying to figure out tonight's theme. Obviously, you'll see most of the Grantsburg student body in pink here tonight. Oh, yeah, we got a contestant. Uh-oh, you're on the phone. Who is that? I can't even see. Oh, it's Aiden Berkman. Aiden Berkman.
He might skip leg days for arms like that. Jeez,
Yeah, well, I'm not going to rip on him. My gosh, what has happened?
That is, Aiden's going nuts.
Yeah, pick somebody that's not going to beat the crap out of us here.
It's on Steve too, so, and Trisha and Nikki.
Well, Steve, I've always had, which I'll comment that on here in a second here, as Nick's like, yeah, look at that. So excited to be here. So excited as Mrs. Berkman. And was Jason. I mean, I've been to a few games with Jason Berkman where he just yells all "caca," and I'm just really trying to figure out that attack mode, but it seems to have worked. Colleen, do you know anything about Jason just yelling "caca" at these games? No? That'd be a good Thanksgiving conversation to have there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so who do we got now,
Oh,
Nick?
wow, we are just zipping around.
Yeah, well, we got a few of the Amery student body traveling up this way here. You just got to find somebody
Boyfriend
that's
brigade, maybe.
Yeah, boy, yeah, absolutely. When you got 5 right there, you
Look
know
at all that hair. And it just wasn't like that back in the day, Jeremy.
It still ain't like that, Bob. I can tell. Well, for some of us
You
here.
can't pull it off.
You know, shaved is beautiful. I did read that a few years ago, so I went with
in
it.
preparation.
Oh, and we're getting the wave. We're getting the wave up there. See, they're waving the Lewis. They're waving. No, they were doing the wave. I'm sorry.
Volleyball's about to start.
Oh, but volleyball's going on. In your face game will come back later as Anderson now setting it up over there to Maxon, and here comes Harmon. Now Henderson. Anderson will knock one down in front of Anderson. And like Bob mentioned before the break, let's see how Grantsburg comes out in this one. Now Harmon sending one over. And here come the Warriors. Sending one back. And, oh, good hit there. Good dig there by Meyer. But it was just not enough. The lights went out in the mezz here. Vision has gone crazy as Harmon sends one over. Janelle now popping it up to Marquis. Now coming over. Can Miley get it? Oh, that's backside. What? What? Oh, yeah. What? There was a delay call there. We were about to grab a chair up. Yeah, we were about to bang on the plexiglass wall or what window as Harmon fires one over. Miley going backside with it. Good hunt there by Meyer, and the Warriors able to get it over. Now here comes Harmon. A little two-hander. Oh, a little slug back there by Maxon. And now here comes Henderson. Now up at the net, and there's Przynski. And Przynski will just... What happened? Oh, rooftop? They gave her the rooftop? No! Come on. Oh. Oh, I am on here. Shoot. Okay, here we go. Firing one over. Berkman popping up. She's feeding the Warriors, but Przinski's right there. Now here comes Harmon to Henderson on the near side. Anderson's got it hunted out. Oh, you don't call that one. That's the same thing. Samesies, but you don't call it all an even game, do you? No, here we go. Anderson now coming in over to... Oh, and that's a tip. That's a tip. Yes, that's a tip as Miley able to knock one over on the Pirates. Yeah, we gotta get some lights in here and figure out what's going on. Nick's running around behind us. We don't have the camera on him as the Warriors hit it over. Now here comes Harmon. Harmon coming down near side to Henderson. Henderson able to knock one down. Oh, I should have grabbed that. I'm sorry, Bob. Oh, and how'd they get it over the Warriors? My goodness. Uppercuts, handers all over. Throw out the rule book tonight in Grantsburg. And it's when there's the one-hander. Can they get it over? They do. And Henderson and Pipe rolls is right there. There's a one-hander by Harmon. My goodness. Harmon is victorious as far as the conference leader with the one-handers. Now here we come in there. Lily Henderson put one over. Now here comes the Warriors. Anderson now going up at the net. She wants... Oh, she gets it over as Marquis. Woo, you got to give that one to the Warriors, but... Meg Harmon all season long just punch. One-handers as the Warriors now coming over. Berkman. Harmon's got to get it. She does. Ooh, it's going to get it there is Henderson. That's not clean. That's dirty. Mess on the face. Now here comes Harmon. Now to Henderson. Going over on the top side to Przinski. Przinski with the swing. Anderson's right there. No, now Miley's got to hit it. Oh, and she goes into the net. Miley will go into the net, but we have not seen clean. Nothing clean on Grantsburg's side. We're making a mess on her face, on her shirts. We got to clean it up. Henderson firing one over. Anderson, who is she going to serve up here? Oh, and number 11, Wilson, struggling to get it over the net. Pirates on top, 5-3, but we're trying to get in a rhythm here, and we'll see if Henderson can get them going to string a few here. And Henderson with the rocket tickler. That come off her hand, just streaking at the net, and then all of a sudden, boop, slow down, fall over. That's a good play there. Let's see if she can do that 2 times in a row. 6-3 now, Pirates, as she'll send it. Oh, she didn't want to play the net tickler game, as Anderson now coming in. Miley's going to float one over. Who's there? Harmon. Now here comes Olsen. Who's she going to serve up, and there's no serve. And then Anderson, now she's coming on the outside to Marquis. Piper Olsen's right there. Harmon with a 2-hander over, saying, ladies, get reset. Now here comes Anderson. Miley on the near side. Henderson in the back row. Now Harmon going on the outside of Przinski. Przinski, that's a tip. Yep, we got the tip. Look at the tip. Check your surroundings, man on the ladder. Somebody check his license. Good job there, Rob. You see how Rob stayed cool and calm with that flag like that? He knew the call. Henderson, over. Now here comes Anderson.
Cool.
Yeah, yep. Oh, we're fine here, we're fine. Harmon, now to Piper. Piper hits one over. Now Anderson, she's able to get one over. These Warriors are able to do the sneak, and here comes Przinski. Blocked at the net by Marquis. Henderson out, Berkman in. And Marquis will be back to serve here for the Warriors. Fires one over. Bielen now up to Harmon. Harmon now to Ringel. Not really sure, as Ruby was not able to get a hold of it there. And the Warriors will keep it going here as Marquis sends one over. Bielen now up to Harmon. Now we're going to try this again. And Ringel able to grab one and put one down. So Pirates will get that one back, and we will see Sayla Przinski back to serve. Przinski sending one. Now here comes Marquis coming in over to Trandom. Now they're able to give it over. There's Harmon with the one-hand punch. Now here comes Bielen. She gets it over. Warriors got one to work with here. Marquis now going into Wilson. Able to get it over. Ruby pops one up as Bielen gets one. And now Marquis coming over here to Miley. And Miley, yep, dinger, out of bounds her. Yeah. If that wanted to hit the goal post there, I don't know if Grantsburg would have quite been ready there. I'm not sure. It's Brzezinski sending one over. Miley popping up. Marquis got to dig it out of the net. She does, and Wilson able to get it over. Now Harmon coming in up here to Bielen. Oh, Marquis gets it. Now Wilson. Now Tranum's got to go back for it. Not able to get it. So miscue there on Warrior's side there as Trandom going one way had to try to fight to go back the other way. If you're just joining us, we appreciate it. Grantsburg winning the first set. Not sure how, but they did. Now Miley. Here comes Marquis. Now over here to Trandom. Trandom hits it over, and that's out of bounds. No tip on that one. And timeout is called here by the Warriors as Grantsburg leads it in set 2, 11-5, and we will take a quick commercial break.
At Burnett Medical Center, we celebrate all walks of life. From our very first steps to our sprinting strides, from on-the-job site to afterlife retirement. At BMC, we embrace every pair of feet that walks through our doors. Our comprehensive care knows no bounds. It's for the newborns, the professionals, the adventurers, and those who've traveled many miles. We're here to support you. Your journey is unique, and so is our approach to your well-being. Step into BMC, where comprehensive healthcare meets compassion. Burnett Medical Center, providing healthcare for all walks of life.
All right, folks, coming out of the timeout here. Grantsburg on top here in set 2, 11-5. As you can see, we'll see if, Warriors are playing a good dogfight game here tonight. Grantsburg just needs to kind of get in rhythm here as Janelle hits one over. Now Brzezinski backpedaling for it. Now here comes Harmon as, oh, my goodness, I think there was trying to be a little trickery. Ruby hits it. Now Janelle's got to go get it. Now here comes Trandom. She hits it over, and Piper going backwards with it, but Harmon's right there. Berkman calls it. She gets it. Now here comes Marquis at the net against Wilson, and Wilson able to knock one down, and the Warriors will get the ball back. And the serve will come from Miley Brotzel. And she has the whistle, and she'll send one over. Berkman. Now up to Kwolek. Kwolek going over to Bielen. Bielen will try to find it. Oh, she gets Janelle to bite. And now here comes Meyer, hits one over. Now here comes Harmon, giving it to Ringo. Ringo blocked at the net. That's a good block there by the Warriors. Now coming up there, Bielen has to left-hander over. Marquis going backwards with it. Here's Janelle, now giving it over to Meyer. And the Warriors will get one here. And Miley will serve us another one as the Warriors are down by 4. Miley over. Oh, and I think Harmon thought Bielen was going to get it there. I don't think Harmon was quite ready for it, as I'll be honest with you, I have not seen Grantsburg play this way since they were in Webster. All right, I'm just being honest here. Definitely have to clean some things up there as Berkman now to Kwolek. Now here's Ringo. Blocked again. Good dig out there by Berkman. Now Kwolek's got to go up and get some. She does. Now here comes Marquis over to Meyer. And Meyer able to hit one over. Now here comes Bielen. And Bielen. Marquis popping it up. Miley's right there. Now here comes Meyer. And Meyer is, it's in. Oh, Grantsburg thought it was out. Oh, my goodness. And that has Coach Johnson up on her feet as we sit 11-9. And Brzezinski and Berkman fighting for it. Now here comes Berkman. She has to hit it over, so the Warriors are going to get one. Marquis now going in the middle to Wilson. Now Harmon going to Kwolek. Now over to Ringo. Ringo with the floater. But good dig out there by Janelle. And now Warriors, they're scrapping tonight. And Ruby has to just hit it on the way down, and yeah, we'll get one there. We'll get one there as Grantsburg Right now, it's messy like a little kid in a high chair eating spaghetti. That's what it's looking like here. I mean, we're seeing some messy avenue. Colleen, you like that one? Yeah, I've been saving that one for you. Like I said, we're getting points, but it's messy. It's sloppy, and here Moore will send one over. Now Miley over to Marquis, and now coming in the middle is Wilson. Wilson, and that is a good hit there by number 11, Kaylee Wilson. That was a nice hit there. No doubt about it by the junior, and she will be back at the serving station as Grantsburg clinging to a 2-point lead here in this set. And they send it over, and Harmon's right there. Who's going to go get it? Well, apparently Mike and Sam are now playing in the game. Mike Myers and Sam. Oh, Willis. Yes, there it is. Yeah, I know it. Bellin popping it up. Now here's Moore. Now going mid-range to Przinski. That's a good hit, but that's a good block there by Maxson. Now here comes Przinski with a two-hander over. Now Miley up to Marquis. Marquis going topside to Trandum. Good job there by Moore. We're not able to hustle. And that's the one thing I'll say with the Warriors here tonight is not only is it the aggressive, gritty play by Amery, but the blocking party has showed up. The blockers got on the bus and came with the Warriors as Wilson sends one over. Now Przinski to Moore. Now Moore going on to Bet, and that's out of bounds. We're talking about the range with that. Big hit there by Ringo, but we got to get it inside the white box at Rocks. And now here comes Wilson sending another one over. As Berkman sprawling one out for that, going back to Wilson. Now Marquis, and now here we come over here to Maxson, and Maxson, nothing cute about that. Able to float one over, and guess what? Amery Warriors are now in the lead, 14-12 here in set 2. And we will take another quick break.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit grantsburgtelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
All right, folks, coming out of the commercial break, we're still talking things over as the Pirates taking that time out. And like we mentioned, the Warriors, gritty play, and they've kind of formed themselves a little blockathon here against Grantsburg. As Wilson is still back to serve it here for the Warriors. And she'll send one over. Bellin popping one up high. Moore getting set. Ringo hits one over. Miley's right there. Now here comes Marquis. Marquis going up top to Trandum. And there's a block there by Bellin. And Trandum going right back with it. Now here comes Moore. And she'll give it to Ringo. What are they going to call? Oh! Did you see the stall there? The man on the ladder. He let things calm down. He did his part right. He let it calm down. I like that suspense building. But folks, I'm going to be honest with you. Ruby Ringo not only hit the net, put her hand through the net, and then ripped the net. That's how much net activity.
Did get away with one.
Yep, that's okay there. I mean, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. As Miley now popping it up to Marquis. Now here comes Maxson over. Are they going to get her on the tip? No, that's out of bounds. I thought maybe Presley got a little piece of it, but they called it out. And we're knotted up at 14. So, like I said, Bob mentioned, how's Grantsburg going to come out here? Well, we come out good, and then another scoop in the spaghetti. Oh, and tried to get out of the way, but hit the back of the head there. Jenna wanted to get out of the way and tried the duck method, and that did not work. As Berkman has now put Grantsburg on top here by 1, and she will send another one over. Miley now popping it up to Marquis. Marquis looking over here to Meyer. Grantsburg is able to keep it going. Now here's Olsen. And Olsen able to rattle one off of Maxson. So we'll see if Grantsburg can build on a few here. Like I said, it was a dogfight in set 1. It was back and forth. Nothing clean, nothing great. Grantsburg able to win the first set as Oh, please hit the ball over the net. Oh, please hit the ball over the net. No, Berkman goes in the net. All right. Checking the rules here. I think on page 46 of the volleyball handbook, serves must go over the net. And Anderson will be back to serve it here for the Warriors, and she sends a rocket. Przinski popping it up there. Now here comes more on the outside of Henderson. Henderson able to get it up and over, but the Warriors able to keep going as Meyer gets it over. Now Olsen on the near side, and the Warriors are digging it out. Here's Berkman. She sends one back. Now here comes the Warriors. Anderson, who does she want in the middle to Maxon? And Maxon will go into the net as the Warriors have subbed in number 25, Emmy White. And we will see Taylor Anderson coming in to serve here for the Pirates. So Coach Johnson looking for something different back at the serving station. And she sends one over. Miley popping it up to Anderson. Now who are we looking for here? White with the left-hander. And Presley saying hello to Coach Johnson. And the Warriors will get it as Meyer will be back to serve it here for the Warriors. She sends one. Berkman popping one up. Moore now coming near side to Olsen. Olsen getting it. Oh, flat tire. Anderson. Good job there by Janelle. And here comes White. Now putting it over. Here's Moore. Going right back to Olsen. And Olsen able to rattle one off, but the Warriors are right there. Anderson now up to Moore. Who are we going to go with here? We're going across. Oh, and Przinski has to backpedal. And Przinski with an athletic move. She almost had to jump backwards, and luckily Lily Henderson was paying attention for cleanup on aisle 4. Whew. Yeah. Yes, yes. Here comes Harmon back to serve. And sends one. Anderson, who does she want here? She's going to go to White in the middle. Anderson popping it up. Who's going to get it? Harmon is. Now here comes Przinski. She fires one over. Meyer's right there. Now Anderson coming over to Miley. And Miley gets it blocked, but guess what? It falls on Grantsburg's side. And we're going to slug set 2 out here the way it's looking right now, as Maxon will be back to serve. Maxon with the floater. Lily's right there. Now here comes Harmon going right mid-range of Przinski, and Przinski will knock one down. Maxon just held her right hand up for protection. And we will see Marquis coming in for White. And Lily Henderson will be back to serve it here for the Pirates. Henderson firing a good one over. Now we're feeding Oh my God. Folks, we have just finished the spaghetti, and now Mom's bringing us chocolate cake. It's a mess all the way around. You're looking at it here. I mean, Grantsburg's not able to clean anything up yet. I mean, they're winning, but we'll see what they can do here. Now Harmon over to Ringo. Ringo able to knock one off of Miley right there. So we'll see if Grantsburg, they need 5 to take set 2. And the ball is in the hands of Przinski here right now. Przinski over. Miley pops it up. Marquis. Oh, feeding at the net. Ruby, Twin Towers right there, as now going backside as Olsen left hands it over. Now Marquis going topside to Trandom, and Trandom able to knock one down. Nothing against Trandom. That was a good hit, but wasn't nothing quick about it. As Miley now back to serve it here for the Warriors. Back and forth here. Who's going to want to take this one? Now Olsen going in the middle to Ringo, and Ringo. Oh, and if there's not, and Kowalik coming in for Piper Olsen, as we are now knotted up 20 apiece here. And Miley sending one over. Przinski up at the net. Here's Kowalik now giving it to Ringo. Ringo just throws one over. That is in. And the Pirates will get it back. And Kaylee Moore will be back to serve. And come on, kid. Come on, Kaylee, let's rattle off a few here. All right, you get done with whatever that is. We still haven't figured it out, but Kaylee said it is legal. I talked to her last Sunday, and here comes more. Firing one over. Miley, oh, good hit. Oh, can that land? Yes, we'll take that one. We'll take that one. Good job there by the Warriors, but Moore going backside, and we will sit with a timeout. 22-20. You know, and will that be what they need? I don't know. We'll see. We'll take a quick break and talk about it.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit GrantsburgTelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
Yeah. All right, we are back here. Like I said, Moore going backside, able to plunk one in there behind the Warriors, and we'll see if that's enough there. Amery calling the timeout there. We got to try to keep the momentum. Right, Moore still back to serve it here. We need 3 to take set 2, but still a mess out there. But we're able to keep doing what we're doing. Janelle now up to Marquis. Marquis coming on the near side to Meyer, and Meyer able to get that one off the Pirates. So back to the Warriors side. And Wilson will be back to serve it here for the Warriors. She will send one. Brzezinski, now Moore, going top side to Ringo. Yeah, when you time it, when you jump and the ball's right where it should be, good things will happen as Ringo will knock that one down with authority.
Hey, we'll have a lot of time to play the in-your-face game or whatever you're calling it this week. So if people are watching and you know people are here across the way, we'll try to find them for you.
In your face as Berkman sends one over. Marquis has to hunt it down as Trandom will fire a good one over. Now here comes Olsen. She's becoming the setter to Lely. Lely able to get it. Trandom popping one up. Marquis now bringing it back up to Meyer. Now Berkman digging it up. Who's going to go get it? Brzezinski does. Who wants it? Bielen will do a little swan tap over. And now here comes Trandom. She folds one over, and that is out as we now sit 24-21. So Grantsburg looking for set match here to try to take set 2. Victorious in set 1. And here she fires one over. Miley now up to Marquis. Now here comes Meyer over, and Berkman sprawling out, not able to pop it up. And we now sit 22-24.
So I guess my point on that in-your-face thing was if you want us to find somebody, put them in the comments. 0 comments today, Jeremy.
Oh, well, we got time to talk about it because Deb Allman's calling a timeout.
Oh, really? Actually,
Yeah.
I see there was somebody. Bucky said, "Go Pirates from Portland Airport." The Christian siblings.
All right. Well, we appreciate
Who's
that one
Bucky?
there.
Christian siblings. What do you know? Bucky. We're asking Colleen.
We
she's,
do
she's
have-
Christian family.
We do have, I believe, a next
Brandon
volleyball
Gates.
player
Oh yeah, he is. That
right
is
there.
Bucky.
Isn't that
He is
Annika
Bucky.
Lee
Yeah.
with the silver back hair? Isn't that her? Do you even know who I'm talking about?
I don't.
Doesn't that look like Annika Lee or no? Maybe not. I don't think so. I don't know. All right, well, we're getting back to the game here out of the timeout. But yes, we are looking to play in your face. Deep thoughts by the crowd on this beautiful Thursday night of volleyball as Anderson sends one over. Now here comes Moore looking for Olsen on the near side, and we have ourselves a tip. Not only was it tipped, but it's in, and that's going to do it here in set 2 as Grantsburg. Okay, so let's recap. In set 1, baby in the high chair eating spaghetti. Set 2, they brought out the chocolate cake. How about set 3, Mom brings out the dude wipes and we clean this up here. All right, that's what we're looking for right now. So yeah, Grantsburg, 2-0, but yeah, we've seen some interesting avenues here tonight.
And we'd like to extend an invitation to Dude Wipes and Procter & Gamble if they want to sponsor.
Oh, I see what you did
Oh, there you
there.
go. I don't know if it's Procter & Gamble that makes them, but they're all, even if it isn't.
Dude Wipes, if you do hear this, please reach out.
I've never really gone after the big places, that we don't have a ton of them around, like Menards or something like that. I love that it's all, for the most part, very local advertisers, sponsors. Like right now it's the country store, and you go up there and like they are helping us with FCA. They do like the pizzas and they make us breakfast on Thursday mornings. And then, we know Cliff and Darla personally. They gave us a sympathy card, and like that's what we like to do. Does Nick know?
Yeah, we got a group
Nick
here.
seems to know. So Nick, Paul, Yvonne.
Yeah, we.
Jason and Karen.
How many
Somebody let
games
them
do you think the Bergmans have watched in
know.
this
Smokes.
gym?
Well,
Paul and Yvonne.
and
Obviously
Yvonne.
we have. I thought I had an Annika Lee sighting, but obviously you can see Jason and Cara there, and obviously sneaking in a little bit of Nick Hallberg. But yeah, how many? Well, don't shy away, Nick. Don't shy. What's going on here? We got some weird things at the window. That's your niece doing that. Who's our next victim here? Well, let's go right there. Are they doing schoolwork? That Matt Jensen's getting out of the way. You see that? That's Josh. They're like doing. Oh, they're looking at the names. They're looking at the names. Yes. What is she doing? Well, there's Walt Jensen, along with his wife. What is she? Yeah, Walt's on the phone. Yeah, he's trying to figure things out. I don't know if Walt's exactly excited to be here. You see Jeremy Biel in there too, looking all. His beard has gotten luscious since the last time I seen him. For sure. Hey, Walt, there you are, buddy. Good to see you, Walt. Building a new house there on County Road Y. Right there, brand new pavement. For sure. Yeah, and then right above Walt is my sister-in-law. Right there, Mrs. Bertelson. Yeah, well, don't. You're going to get me in trouble. Keep down. Don't go up any higher, please. All right, the couch is uncomfortable. All right, here we go as we zoom around a little bit more. And we will get ready to start set 3 as Nick, who do we got here? Oh, yeah, what is that? You can tell is Ben Ringo not excited to be here during hunting season. Look at that there. Pure excitement out of Ben Ringo. And here we will get going here in set 3 as Maxon floats one over. Przinski now to Harmon. Now back to Przinski, and Przinski, oh my goodness. She had a good swing, but hits it OB. And we will see Maxon swing another one. Maxon sending one. Berkman, yeah, that's a rarity out of Berkman. That's twice now where she has sprawled out for it. Usually she's able to dig that one up, but kind of going Shankopotamus here is Maxon in control here right now with the serves, and now here comes Harmon. Harmon now going backside to Henderson. Henderson fires one over. Maxon's right there. Anderson hunts it down. Now coming over to Wilson. Harmon, now Olsen. Now who's going to get it? Przinski does. Anderson, who does she want to feed this time? Right back to Wilson. Yep, nope, that's too many. It was not a block. That was in the net, and Grantsburg's going to get one and the ball. And it will be in the hands of Lily Henderson. Henderson up over. Miley going over to Lover's bench over there as she goes out of bounds there. And it will be 2-2 here as Henderson will get another one. We'll see what she can handle with it here. Over is now, who's going to go get it? Wilson coming back to Maxon, and that's a good hit over. And here's Przinski now over to Olsen. Anderson popping it up to Wilson. Wilson able to just hit it over. What are we calling here? Oh, ho, ho. We're calling it a two-hitter, the two-banger right there. All right. Got to hit it simultaneously, and Wilson did not. And Henderson sends one over. Janelle, gets one over. Przinski on able to hit it, and she knocks one right back. As Maxon, now Anderson, now here comes over to Miley. Miley blocked at the net. Ringo putting one back, just back and forth. The Warriors able to keep it going. Brzezinski getting it off the tip. Yes, tip meter went high, and as Grantsburg will get the ball back, and Henderson will keep it going here as we sit 4-2 early on in set 3. Like I said, Grantsburg 2-set winners here so far tonight, but a lot of question marks. Henderson sending one over. Now here comes Anderson. Now going over to Miley, and Miley, oh, with the elbow, but then the Warriors get back. I think Grantsburg gets caught up that they actually knock it over, and they kind of get a little lethargic there as being in shock that it does go over. And now here comes Marquis. Now Brzezinski has to get it over, Trandom right there. Marquis hunts it down. Now here comes Smiley. She hits it over. Berkman, good pass up to Harmon. Going on the outside of Brzezinski. Brzezinski, and that's out of bounds. Oh, and we're calling the Warriors in the net. Wilson was in the net. So Grantsburg getting one there. And here comes Brzezinski sending one over. Miley popping one up to Marquis. Now coming near side to Trandom. Yellen popping it up. Now, oh, where are we going? Not sure. Marquis now coming over to Wilson. Blocked right there, but Janelle's right there. Miley's going to bump it over to Trandom. Trandom with the swing. And we're not there to clean that one. Is Trandom able to knock it down? And Miley will have the ball at the serving station. Miley over. Berkman up to Qualic. Qualic giving it to Ringo, and that is in. The Warriors thought it was out, but I'm going to agree that one was in, as we will see Moore and Olsen coming in. And we'll see if Moore can get us going here. Grantsburg's in the lead 6-4. See if we can clean things up a little bit more here. And all of a sudden, here comes Marquis. Over to Maxon. Maxon, that was in the net. Yep. We can't. Don't build the stats up on that way. And Moore already back, waiting for the whistle. Sending one over. Janelle firing one up out of bounds. So Grantsburg getting a couple quick ones here. So Moore will keep it going 8-4. Like I said, Grantsburg with a decent lead here. We'll just try to get in the rhythm and make stuff happen here right now. Moore firing one back. Janelle, flat tiring it, tried to get it with her foot. And Coach Marquis not ready to call a timeout yet. Working her way down here, trying to see how things go as Moore has her whistle, wasting no time. Sending another one over. Miley up to Marquis. Now going in the middle of Trandom. Trandom blocked at the net, but the Warriors able to hit it over. Now here comes Moore. Feeding Olsen. Olsen able to knock one down, but guess what? Oh, if that would have landed in, my goodness. I'm telling you what. Back door all the way, but luckily that went out. And now timeout is called here by the Warriors. So, yeah, Grantsburg's got a 2-0 lead. They're winning the third set, but I just don't have a good feeling here, Bob and Nick.
Let's do this. We have an ex-player here, Mackenzie Rombach, one of the best setters to ever come through here. How are you feeling today?
It's fun coming back to watch everybody. Good.
You think they're doing good? What's your assessment? As an ex-player, tell me.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Hey, the Grantsburg student section doing something.
Oh, only took them till set 3. They're doing the roller coaster of pink here right now. And now that I say that, I probably shouldn't have. But anyways, we appreciate the student body. We appreciate the student body there of the Grantsburg.
Well, thanks to our special guest, Mackenzie.
Yes, we love these interviews.
Sponsored by Dude Wipes.
Yeah, or Menards. And here we go. Marquis now coming over to Maxon. Blocked at the net, and yeah, nobody's on backside coverage as we now sit 10-5, Grantsburg on top. And it will be number 11, Wilson, back to serve it here for the Warriors. Over she goes, Berkman. Now to Moore. Now coming in on near side to Ringo. And Ringo, yeah, that's out of bounds. Yeah, we hit the goal post. That's OB. And Wilson will get another one here. Like I said, Grantsburg with a 2-0 lead, 2-0 lead. But it has not been clean. Moore now going in on the outside to Olsen. Olsen with the smack, and Olsen, they knock it in. And Ringo will be back to serve. So it's been a while since we've seen Ruby back to serve here. Not sure if she served in the last set. And she pops one over the net. Now here comes Janelle. Over here to Maxon. She hits it over. Ringo in the back. Now here comes Moore. Going in on the outside to Bielen. Bielen with the swing. And it is not blocked, but it went out of bounds. I was just waiting for the call there. The Warrior fans not in agreement with that call as Ringo now back to serve it again. She sends one over. Janelle now popping up. Marquis got to get it. Now heading over to Trandom. Trandom will go out of bounds with it. And Ringo has a whistle. And she'll float one over as Maxon's right there. Now coming right in the middle to Miley. Now Moore with the, and a block there. Oh, and they're giving it to Grantsburg. You see the Warriors saying that we touched it. And that's 2 calls now that the Warriors have not agreed with. And let's see how they react here. As you can see the frustration. Oh my goodness, here comes who wants dinner tonight. Good job there by Miley. Now Janelle's got to hit it over here. She does. Brzezinski now up to Moore. Moore with the pop set to Henderson. Good dig out there by Marquis. Good pass up there by Miley. Collision, but able to keep it going. Now here comes Moore. Backside to Olsen. Olsen with the floater over, but there's the Warriors. Now Moore. Who we want to feed this time? Henderson with the smack. Janelle's right there. We got ourselves a volley. Maybe sloppy, clean. No, I don't think so. Now here comes Bielen. Now Moore going right over to Olsen. Olsen jump right there, and there's a dig. And watch out scorer's table as Moore hip checks Mike Myers and Sam Willis. And the Warriors are going to come out of that one. Yeah, that was a volley, but I'm telling you, Mom's on. Hold up.
Hey, I wanted to shout out Paula Tankersley. I got to meet, she's out in Oregon. She's watching, and especially with Qualic out there, but I got to meet her. She was over here for some reason, and it was fun to meet her. She's on the chats all the time, so hey, Paula. Hey, Paula.
Paula, we appreciate the chat there as Henderson fires one over. Now here comes Anderson. Now here comes Maxon, and Maxon mistimed it. Not able to hit it over as Destiny looked like she was maybe going to come in, but not so. And here comes Bielen firing one over. Maxon now to Anderson. Warriors got to hit it over here. Miley does. Now Henderson going up to Moore. No, she just reaching into the dirty bag of tricks here is Kaylee Moore. We've seen her do that move here before. And Bielen. She'll go the net tickler. And here we got a White pounding one over. Now who's going to go get it? Brzezinski, not sure. Olsen's got to get it over. Does. Oh, and Warriors not able to recover. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Grantsburg, don't get excited about that. You just hit the ball over the net. That was on the Warriors. They got to be able to get ready there. I mean, good job there to hit it over, but we got to go hunt it down. Oh, right off the basketball. Another collision right there. Berkman now up to Moore. Moore with the right-hander over. And they're going to call her, rooftop. Right, rooftop, whatever. I don't even know what the call is, but we call it rooftop all year. And here comes Patton coming into the game. And we will have Meyer back to serve it here for the Warriors. Meyer sending one. Henderson popping it up. Olsen's going to come over to Brzezinski. Brzezinski blocked at the net. And we've seen this before where Grantsburg rattles off a few, but then the Warriors kind of just peck their way for a few. Well, I'm going to be honest. We were hoping for the dude wipes to come out for cleanup, but the way this set's been going, I think Mom has now brought out the paint, right? We've had spaghetti and chocolate cake. Now we're going to get to play with paint, make more of a mess as here comes more. Now over to Olsen. Olsen fires one over. Oh, right there, and that is out. And we will see Moore and Piper Olsen come in. And we will see Harmon back to serve as the Pirates sit 18-9. 18-9. And some of you at home might be like, geez, Jeremy, you're kind of hard on them here tonight. They're winning, but yeah, folks, we're in playoffs. And Grantsburg has played a lot cleaner than this, as White's right there, and White's able to knock one down. So it's not that I'm ripping on the Grantsburg squad by any means, but the way they built it up here towards the end of season, yeah, it's messy. If Grantsburg, they get the W tonight, it's a messy win. That's just all I'm saying, as Maxon will float one over, and now here comes Harmon. Now here comes Henderson. Henderson able to sneak one down in there past the Warriors to make it 19-10. And we'll see if Henderson can rattle a few off here, as Grantsburg is slowly knocking on the door to 25, sitting at 19. Henderson firing one over as Ellie Amon snuck in on us there, the freshman. And we will see Henderson back waiting for the whistle, has one there. Henderson firing one into the net. Yeah, that's been kind of one of Grantsburg's many things here. I mean, that's what, their fourth, fifth one they fired into the net here. A substitution, White and Anderson coming out as Marquis is in. And Marquis will be back to serve. Marquis sending a good one over there. Berkman popping it up. Now Harmon going on the outside to Ringel. Ringel hit one over, and here's Janelle. Now here comes Trandom with the floater. Oh, Berkman with cleanup. Now here comes Brzezinski. Blocked at the net, and that is out. Yeah, now was close. Brzezinski watching that one. As we will see Burton coming in here for the first time tonight. And Brzezinski back to serve. Waiting for the whistle. Obviously, we're getting a few things. Trandom is coming out, and Elizabeth Dietrich is coming in. Now Brzezinski has a whistle, and she will get going here as she sends one. Oh, and Marquis not able to hit it over as Ellie too strong of a pass. And Brzezinski gets another one, 22-11 here as she floats one over. Oh! $20 if you do it again, Brzezinski. We've never seen it go back-to-back like that. Nice job there to play the net. We'll see. Another substitution as Smiley is now coming in for Ellie here. Brzezinski now to Janelle, and Janelle to Marquis. Now who's going to get it here? Dietrich not able to hit one over. And here we go. Game, set, point in Grantsburg's side, and we are going to be hearing it real soon. Yes, there it is. Brzezinski sending one over. Miley, now Marquis coming in the middle to Wilson. Harmon's right there. Now Olsen, who's coming over here. Burton grabs it and throws it into the net. Now Kowalik will come in here for Olsen. And the Warriors will have the ball to serve, and it will be Miley Bratzel, as Grantsburg still sitting on game, set, match here. Miley sending one over. Berkman now to Kowalik, now going over to Burton. Burton not able to adjust with that one. Now 24-13. Miley's going to get another one here. Over. Ooh. Yeah, in Grantsburg, we just need one here. Right, we just need one here, so Miley rambling off a few here, sends it over. Ah! Just give me one, right? Just give me one, they say. That's all right, Grantsburg, let's buckle down. That was a rarity by Meg Harm as Miley sending one over. Now Brzezinski up to Kwolek. Kwolek now going to Ringo. And Ringo will fire one down on what we call a messy win. And here is the most difficult part about when we get into playoffs. We talked about it before, but obviously, Amery, we want to congratulate you on your season, but we will now read off as number 2, Kaylee Anderson, senior. Number 6, Jenna Van Someren, senior. Number 9, Liberty Andrews, senior, right? And then we scroll down to number 20, Kylie Meyer, and number 24, Elizabeth Dietrich. They are seniors, and that means this is it, right? They've probably been playing volleyball since they were little tykes. And as you can see the emotion, which happens every time. So we applaud the seniors from the Amery Warriors squad.
They worked their tail off here tonight, and they had a chance in the first 2 sets to win. So good job by those seniors. Mackenzie was here, Caitlin was with her too, and they started crying. Just
well, because they,
what it felt like.
Exactly.
So.
It's tough, and we, like I said, we just hats off to not only the Amery squad, right, for coming in here and just throwing up a dogfight here, Bob and Nick, an absolute dogfight, and that's, playing their tails off, and the seniors of the squad. So, Grantsburg's going to move on. I don't know what's going to happen on the next round because, like I said, we won her tonight, Bob and Nick, but it was a messy win, and sometimes a messy win is all you need to move on, but it is playoff time, so we're going to have to clean some things up here.
Grantsburg plays Saturday night now, and they play the winner of Arcadia and Elk Mound as they move on to the regional final match, and they get to host it. So looking for another regional title on Saturday night.
So they are hosting it.
Yeah, and if they win that one, they'll host the next one too.
So we're going to be back in the Mez for another one.
For sure, one more. It just said TBD on the thing, so I don't know if that's a neutral site. We're just waiting to see.
Well, folks, either way, there is a chance that, Grantsburg is playing Saturday night. And I'll be honest with you, Bob, if we're on the road, the iPhone is going to be out, right?
No, Saturday will be here.
Okay, Saturday. But if we end up winning and if we ever get on the road, we'll pop up the phone, right?
All right.
On the stick there. We'll try to bring all the action. We'll go Facebook Live.
We'll follow teams as far as they go in the playoffs, so it'll be the full production.
So
it won't be your shaky iPhone.
Okay, sounds good. Folks, hey, Grantsburg won it here. Hats off to Amery on the season they had and the seniors. We talked about that. And what's it going to be like for this Grantsburg squad? We talked about this all season. What do they have? 9 seniors, right? Their starting lineup is all seniors, but Eden Berkman. So they too, at some point, are going to have to cross this bridge of when it comes to an end. And even if you win at state, it's over.
Well, only there's 5 divisions, so only 5 teams get to win their last game of the year. So it's tough. It's really tough. But.
And like I said, Grantsburg, hats off to you for the win, but we're going to have to clean it up, right? We need the Grantsburg of the end of the season. But like I said, they can hang their hat on this for the victory. And we're going to bring you another one, folks. Saturday night, we'll be back in the Mez. Me and Nick, you going to be here? All right, I just had to check your weekend schedule there.
Just for the record, he didn't say yes. He nodded his head because he only gets like 60 words a day. So.
Oh, and he's on 59?
He's like, I don't know, how far are you? He's signing. He's giving me something.
He likes to save the good night ones, right? He's got to say good night there. And speaking of good night, folks, that'll do it here up in the Mez. As I am Jeremy Burton, along with the talented Rombach brothers of Bob and Nick. And that'll do it here. Those of you that are at the gym, drive home safe. Those of you that tuned in here tonight, hope you enjoyed it. We always enjoy it when we can get together. And that'll do it here up in the Mez. See ya.